Hello Twin Flames and welcome to this Twin Flame Celebrity Connection reading. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. So if you're a celebrity or your Twin Flame is a celebrity, this reading is going to resonate with you. I've wanted to do one of these readings for a while, but I've been waiting for the right moment, and I really feel today's the day because in the earlier reading, the masculine came through to the feminine and said, my life is one big joke. And not only that, but I'm choosing you. Now, I really connected with the celebrity connections in this reading as well. And that's why I wanted to do a separate reading today. Because I feel the masculine feels like their life is one big joke. That it's all a circus. It's out of control. And it doesn't matter what they are doing. And I'm really connecting with this as more that the masculine is the celebrity. Or they are the celebrity. You know, and you're kind of looking at their life and wondering when they're ever going to make the change, because I feel a lot of you know that they are changing things about their lives and their circumstances and what they're doing. And they feel like their life's one big joke. It's like you're saying it's all a circus of paparazzi and fans and, you know, running around and doing things I don't want to do and keeping up appearances and wearing a mask and all these things. My life is one big joke, and because of that, I am choosing you. So this is a huge sign that they are changing their life. Remember, they have to choose themselves first, and then they change everything, and they also end up with you. So I feel a lot of the masculines here are rearranging things or planning to rearrange things for a new start. Now, some of them are going to have a complete break from what they're doing. They're going to stop doing completely what they're doing. So they may move out of the public eye completely. They may change their job completely and their lifestyle. They may not want it anymore. Some of them may be just changing the way they're doing things to allow you to be a part of their life. You know, it's like you're more important than what they are doing. So that's why they're choosing you. So you're saying, my life is one big joke. I also feel there could be someone watching who's masculine, maybe a comedian or, you know, deals with comedy in some way. And he feels like his life is just becoming a part of his show. You know, I'm choosing you. I've had enough. It's like the masculines are saying, I've had enough of this circus. And that's the way they're giving me. You know, the way they're giving me as if they're saying this is the way. It has to change. It has to be a different way. So I'm going to bring in a few decks of cards. To do the Celtic Cross, I want to bring in the movie tarot. I was thinking, what deck shall I use? And I thought the movie tarot, because the celebrities, and they may not be connected with movies. Some of them may be, but they may be connected with music or other things. They are a sports. They give me the word sports commentator, so I feel someone's watching that connected with that as well. Or they may be a sports person, but I feel that, you know, they feel like their life is a big joke and it's playing out on a movie screen. So that's why I want to use this deck today. So what's happening with celebrity twin flame connections, please, angels? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? So card jumping out. I'm going to see if they're guiding me to do it. Yeah, they are, like a Celtic cross. I'm splitting the deck and I'm going to take off the top, okay? So the first card coming out is the Six of Cups. Now, this is really powerful because this is the return. This is them entering your life or re-entering your life, coming back into your life or creating the way to be in your life. They want to come to you with something real and you make them feel real. You know, you make them feel things they've never felt before. You make them feel youthful and childlike and spontaneous and like they can really do anything. That's what I'm connecting with in this card. You know, they want to offer you that top cup of love. And they are saying, you're the one on top. You're the one I think about. You're the one who matters the most to me. You're the one. Everything else is illusion. So the energy coming through is the Eight of Coins. So right now in their life, it feels like hard work. It feels like a circus. It feels like it's all spiraling out of control. And they've had enough. You know, they've had enough of putting time and energy and effort into something that just isn't serving them anymore. And yes, it may have brought rewards and they may have the physical rewards and maybe they've even received rewards. You know, maybe they've had an Oscar or they've received some kind of, you know, success in some way. but it's not serving their soul. This serves the ego, not the soul. And, they want to change their world. And, in this card here as well, this is the fifth element. And what I'm really connecting with is the 5D realm. But I'm connecting with the way they see you. They see you as a perfect being. And you may see them as a perfect being, but you see the real them. What I'm really connecting with, the world right now may put them on a pedestal and see them as this perfect being, this perfect musician, or this perfect actor, or this perfect person. And it's not who they are, it's not real. So, if they've had enough of that, being out in the world, seen as someone they're not, and you see through them. So you see them as perfect, but not as, just, they're flaws. Everyone's got flaws. There's nobody is flawless. We've all got things that we wish were different. For example, I know a model. Okay, one of my friends used to date a really beautiful model. And, I used to know him because he was one of my neighbours. This is before I was with George. And she was absolutely gorgeous. And she used to come into the shop where I worked to have sunbeds. And she'd come in with no makeup on. And she didn't look how she looked when she's out there doing a job, okay? But I could see her inner beauty. And she used to say to me, I'm so fed up with people thinking this is how I am when I'm in this picture, or when I'm doing this or that. So this is really about perception. And it must be so hard to live up to that constantly. What people think, and paparazzi following you around, and, and thinking about what happened with Princess Diana and all these things. So the world has a view. And your twin wants to be able to give you the world and give you the lifestyle that they've got so used to. But they also know that they want a new beginning and a new chapter in their life. And that doesn't really matter to you anyway. You just want them, you want a new beginning. And they also see you as the most perfect being because you see through the illusion of it all, through the crazy, through the media and the circus of everything. And they are saying to you, I can still give you the world even if I'm not the person I'm seen as now. And that's really what I'm seeing. So I feel that the big struggle they have, and they have to work hard to keep this persona up, is to be what the world wants. And they're saying, I don't want to be what the world wants anymore. I want to be what I want. I want to do what I want. A lot of the masculines who are celebrities are stressed out because they're busy schedules. They're overworking, they're running around to different places, they may be jet setting here and there, and they're tired. It's like you're saying, I'm tired of trying to be this perfect person that I can never be. They always want more. It's never enough. Doesn't matter what I do, what I say, where I go, it's never enough. And he's tired of that. He's tired of living like that. Judgment. This is what he's going through. Judgment, struggle. What will people think? So the thing that they're struggling with right now is changing, and what the fallout of that change will be. What it will mean. What will people think if I decide to change? If I decide to walk away? If I no longer do this? What will people think? What will my family think? What will my friends think? What do I need to change? And you're his guide because you're showing him a different way. And he's saying to you, sometimes I've thought about ending it. I feel they're really showing that to you. They've been through dark night of the soul energy because they're seen in society as an angel. That's what I'm seeing with this angel. It's like they've put them on a pedestal and they're not as perfect as people may think. And they're afraid of being judged when they fall away from that pedestal. So he's saying to you, I'm wearing a mask right now, but I still have that cup. So what your masculine is showing you here is he wants to offer you that cup. That cup is filled with love, filled with emotion. That cup is all the things he really wants to say. Yet he's still wearing that mask. And he's saying, even though I'm wearing a mask and not around you and living this lie and my life's a big joke, I have a cup of love that belongs to you. It's just a matter of time. And, the fact that he's wearing those clothes as well, you could see this as the Princess Bride, or maybe the Mask of Zorro, or maybe a superhero in some way. It doesn't really matter what the card is. I'm sure it's connected with Wesley from The Princess Bride or the Mask of Zorro. But even still, the point is he's showing you he's incognito. He wants to be in clothes where nobody sees him. He wants to be in disguise. It's like he's saying to you, I'm in disguise from the person I want to be, but I want to be in disguise so I don't get recognised, so I can just come to you and be myself and be with you and nobody cares. But he also knows that he has to do it right. So he has this cup of love and he's saying, you're my queen. So what he's saying is, I want to give you this cup and you're the one that can accept it. You're the one that holds all the keys to my life. You're the one I want you. So this is really about connection. The way you connect, the way that he has all this passion for you. The way that you light him up inside. And, you're holding that cup close right now because you know how he feels. So you don't need to have him saying about how he feels or, kind of telling you what his undying feelings are, because you already know. You already know how he truly feels for you. And what you know is that he's the one. Look at this, Knight of Coins, Neo. So you know that he or she are the one. You know that. And what this is showing is right now your twin is going through a huge awakening. Look at the illumination behind the head there. The illumination, the change, the power, the feelings. The Knight of Coins is about spiritual growth and eventual positive outcome. So your masculine is saying to you, I'm doing what I need to do to be able to be with you. I know that you're my one. You know that you're my one. We know we belong together. It's just a matter of time. And he's saying, I know that I need to stand up for what I believe in. And you know that. You know he's making changes because you feel it. Whether he's told it to you in the physical or in the 5D or through a dream or by the feelings, you know that he's ready to fight for this love and fight for a change. And this is coming in as early as July. So big things are shifting. The way that they are seeing it right now is the fear. I'm afraid I don't want to lose all the things I've got, all the things I've built up, all the things I've grown accustomed to. I'm afraid. And that's what he's going through, this fear there. Fear of lack, because you've got to remember, we get used to what we have. So if that's stripped away or pulled away, we may not be able to survive. And that's what he's worried about. Will I be able to survive in the real world? Will I be able to survive without all the things I've grown accustomed to? And that's why he's quiet. That's why he's going through silent times and deep thoughts and thinking in isolation. And I do feel he spends time in isolation. But he's coming out the other side. And look at the answer here. The outcome of the reading is the Fool. Wow. The Fool. Run, Forrest, run. So this is a big sign about the change that's occurring. So your twin is saying, I am changing. I've had enough of wearing this mask. My life is one big joke. I'm choosing you. I'm choosing you. And this card moved under the deck, the Four of Cups, because that's about them reflecting on their life and being fed up with their life. The misery and the struggle they're going through, that they're trying to fill up all these cups, and what they really want to do is be with you. So your twin is struggling right now. Give him love in the 5D realm. I'm going to bring the Twin Flame Love Oracle. Jump straight out. So we've got two cards. First of all, is a secret message of your DM's heart. You never knew this, but the first time we met, I couldn't take my eyes off you. Even when you thought I wasn't looking, I peered at you from a distance. I have never felt love at first sight before you. Wow. Wow. So it doesn't matter. They give me fear whether you met across a crowded room and glanced eyes, locked eyes, or you met in the physical or in the spiritual, in a dream. They're giving me fear. So I feel you've just released some fear because that's confirming what you already know. You know that when they first met you, they couldn't take their eyes off you. And that feeling's never gone away. And your masculine is terrified about being with you because they're fearful that they won't make you happy or give you everything you want or need. Now, this isn't your problem, Divine Feminine. This is theirs because they are worrying about their celebrity status. Okay, your DM has fears surrounding security and happiness because that's the lifestyle they've grown accustomed to. They need to know how happy they can make you and not to worry about material wealth or social standing or their celebrity status. So speak to them in the 5D about how happy you are just being with them. And the universe will pass your message along to them. So in other words, they're worried that what if I've quit my job? What if I'm no longer a celebrity? What if I'm not earning that money? What if I haven't got that car or that house or that lifestyle? Will you still want me? And that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid they're not going to make you happy just as they are. And that's their own lesson, remember, that they are learning. Remember that they are worthy without all the material stuff. And that's what they are learning. You know that. You've known that for years or from the moment you met them or whenever it is. But they are terrified about not being enough for you. And that's what they're working through. And that's what you need to know today. So give them time, encourage them on the 5D because they are choosing you because they're tired of the circus of their life, which feels to them like it's one big joke. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.